Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Lynne Life. I thought in this video I'd kind of bring you up to date on what's going on with me and Lynne and everything else while going on an e-bike ride, because I haven't done that in a while with you guys. So, let's get going. My name is Jonathan and I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynne, who has a permanent brain injury. Things are a bit different now, but we're doing the best that we can. Join us as we experience the Lynne Life. Okay, well, heading down the road. Hopefully it's not too windy. Got a car coming up behind me here. Yeah, I got some things I wanted to talk to you about, bring you up to date. Oh, look, I'm not going over the speed. I'm hit 25. So, yeah, I think the first thing I want to address and talk to you about is Lynne. And as many of you know, last year she had breast cancer and she had a mastectomy on the left side. I'll take a turn here. Well, she's got to get checked every 6 months now. So we had a checkup recently, not just a checkup. She had a full breast exam. They do the regular mammography, wherever you pronounce it, mammography. They also did an ultrasound, and then then the doctor. We had an appointment with him right afterward. So it was an entire morning that we were there. It was a long morning, and there were a lot of people there. And it was in Rome, where they had some tornadoes just the week before. So I think some appointments may have been canceled, and they and rescheduled for those days. So. But we got through it, so it was kind of a long day, long wait, and Lynne did great. Lynne did great. You know, she gets a bit impatient, and but she still did a great job. She was very patient. People there very nice, and we love the doctor. The doctor we see used to be at another facility, and he left, and we followed him. He's the one that caught her cancer in the first place. But good news. Lynne is still cancer-free. There's no sign of any issues. She's also saw her oncologist just the week before, so we're keeping her, checked up. We're watching, So, and she's doing good. So that's the first news I wanted to share with you. I'm getting a lot of hay dust. Apparently that truck's filled with chopped hay. It was called silage. So, but yeah, she's doing very well. She's watching the Olympics. Lynne likes to watch the Olympics. She cheers on USA. And I've been watching too. And it's been fun. I love the coverage. Watch it all day long. Yeah, a car coming up slow behind me. So here's a little twist for you. Literally, I'm shooting on my GoPro, and I used I have a ton of GoPro mounts. So I'm using a little apparatus so I can switch the GoPro around and talk to you a little bit. And I got a microphone hooked up to it, and that's on my lapel here, right here. And that's how we're rolling today. So we're going to do this a little bit. So that's good news about her cancer, and we are enjoying the Olympics a lot. And I'll tell you, I've watched some sports that I don't normally watch. And there's one in particular that I'm a fan of after watching it. And that sport is rugby. Let me tell you, that's a cool sport. I like watching it. It's moving. It's like football, it's a little bit like soccer, sort of a combination, but it doesn't stop. Kind of like how soccer doesn't stop, rugby doesn't stop. But then it's got the rough and tumbleness of football. And it's exciting. Both men and women. Rugby, I liked it. I think, and I hope that becomes more popular here in the States. I mean, we did pretty good in rugby, right? The women got a medal. It's pretty cool. So, congratulations to all the participants in the Olympics. A lot of work. First major or decent ride on this bike since I had a flat. I got a flat I don't know, a week or so ago, and wasn't sure how I was going to fix it. I had a thorn. I found it, a little teeny thorn had pierced the tire and the tube inside, just a little pinprick. So I found a product called Flat Out. I read about it online. It was recommended that this is what I should use. And it's amazing. It's like a liquid. It comes in like a bag. And you just pour it inside the tube, you know, through the valve. You have to take the core of the valve out, which is pretty easy. It just unscrews. And then this thing attaches like a little hose, and you squeeze it, squeeze the bag, and you squeeze the contents into the tube, about half the contents, and that's it. And you pump it up, and it sealed the puncture, and it's supposedly good for 10 years. It remains liquid inside the tire. So I deflated my rear tire and did the same thing with that. Put the rest of it in the rear tire so that if I get any other punctures, it'll automatically seal them up. Pretty amazing, you know, because this is a fat tire bike. And on a fat tire bike, you got a lot of surface area, like that much. On a regular bike, and some of my other bikes, you only have that much surface area on the road. But this has about that much. So there's a much greater chance of you, riding over something and puncturing your tire. So that's why it's recommended that on these fat tire bikes, you put something in there. Okay, let me go to. So I did that, and I think we're good to go now for a while, up to 10 years, unless I really destroy a tire. We should be good. So, but I take this thing out. I try to take it out in the morning, and when it's a little cooler. Now I'm planning, I want to do, I'd mentioned it to Lou, my neighbor, and we usually ride motorcycles together. We do ride motorcycles together. But he says he's been riding his mountain bike. And so I came with this idea that maybe we should go on like a mountain bike ride along the Erie Canal, along the canal trail. So I don't know when exactly we'll do that, but it'll be sometime this month. We'll get out on the Erie Canal Trail. And that'll be fun. That'll be some nice views you'll get along there. And I'll vlog that. That'll be fun. I'm also working on another video as we speak that I'm hoping could be out by the next one, by next Sunday, following video. And that'll be another review, but it'll be a review on the bug assault shredder that they sent me. It's a CO2 powered salt shooting revolver. And I wasn't sure about it at first, but since I've had it now for a couple weeks, and I've been toying around with it, and it's pretty awesome. It's amazing how much more powerful this thing is, being CO2 powered. So it's just air and a little pinch of salt. But this will take out a wasp, a hornet, big spiders, you know, big beetles, things like that. And what it does to regular flies, a horse fly or a house fly, like that, it splatters them. So it's a lot more powerful. But what I'm coming up with, just for entertainment purposes, is my intro for that video. So when you see that, be sure to watch, because I'm going to entertain you with a very a fun intro. Now remember, it's a revolver. That's all I'm going to tell you. You'll see. But look forward to that. You're going to want to see it. And I think the people at Bug Assault are going to like this one too. And they're welcome to use the intro for their purposes if they choose. So that's coming. Yeah, when I get back shortly, I will. I'm going to show you that flat out stuff. I think you're going to like that. What else we got coming up here in the month of August? Oh yes, we got the Sci-Fi Horror Fest coming up that Justin and I are going to go to. And if you've been with the channel for a while, you'll know that I do enjoy decorating for Halloween. And I believe this Sci-Fi Horror Fest is just that. There'll be a lot of vendors, probably a lot of cosplay too, but there'll be vendors there, and maybe I'll find something. You know, maybe I'll find some things that I want to apply to our Halloween haunt, our lawn haunt, as they call it, right? And we have a theme all planned for this year. It's a little unique. So, and I've already, I got some stuff for it already. So, that'll be coming. It's going to be interesting. It's based on a series. Series on Amazon Prime. Sorry, I had to stop talking for a second when I run into an intersection with cars on both sides. I gotta be ready in case somebody pulls out in front of me. Just like on a motorcycle. Constantly looking for somebody or something to pull out in front of me. Or any road hazards. It's like somebody's building a house on the right here. They are going to have $1 million view from where that is sitting. So he has some good things coming to you for the month of August. Take us right through into September. It's not easy coming up with content. Unless you're traveling around the country, going to different places all the time, or you got a theme park near you that you're going into and reviewing all the time. This type of stuff isn't easy. And just coming up with regular home type of vlogs, stuff like that, that's not easy either. And you want to come up with something that's a little bit more interesting so people will actually watch. So I continue to kind of mix it up for you. Because there's a number of you who watch every video. And I like to mix it up. Some of you, I notice, because of comments, that watch things in bundles. You know, you'll go a few weeks, not watch any of them, and then you watch them, and you catch up, and watch like 3 or 4 at a time. And that's fine. Either way, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate all of you. And hello to all our new subscribers. We've probably picked up about 1,000 of you in the last month. So, according to the stats on YouTube, so welcome. I appreciate it, and I've noticed comments from a number of you who also coping with somebody with a disability in the family. So that's great that I found you, you found me, whatever. But I appreciate you watching. And if there's anything out there that you guys want to see or know about, you're curious about, just leave a comment. I really do read them all. I don't respond to all of them, but if a comment or if somebody's asking a question or something like that, I do comment. I do respond. I take a right here. My brakes are a little squeaky. But yeah, what else? What else is new? Weather's been great. Weather's been great. I do not look forward to it getting cold again. I love this weather. I'd be fine with this all the temperatures in the 80s, low 80s, high 70s. Mainly low 80s, low to mid 80s. I could deal with that all year long. That van just blew the stop sign. Can't count on people doing what they should do. Gotta be watching, especially when you're vulnerable on either a bicycle or a motorcycle, or even walking. You gotta look out. So, I don't know, too far. This is about a 9-miler. That's what this is. This is the one I like to do in the morning. You know, I take the same route. You guys have been on this route a bunch of times. This is my favorite one. I have others, but they're longer, a little trickier. Got a green light, so I can go right through this. Got to obey the traffic laws, even when on a bicycle. Same laws. I even have directionals on this thing. I have brake lights, a directional. One thing I added, doesn't come with it, I have a blinking, like a little beacon on the back that I put on, and that's necessary. That lets people know, because they don't see you, but they do see that flashing red light. It's an LED light, it's pretty bright. And of course I have the side view mirror. And that is essential if you're riding on the road. I wish there were some trails right nearby that I could just ride to. But we'll do that when we do the Erie Canal Trail. Well, I think that's gonna do it, but I wanted to show you the flat out bag. I got a little bit left at the bottom. I think I'm gonna finish putting the rest of that in each tire yet. Maybe I'll do it at the end of the season. But I definitely endorse this because I've tried it and it definitely works well. Will it last 10 years? Who knows? But it definitely fixed my flat. And I've been riding the bike and it's not going flat, so it's fine. So that's good. Now, if you like this video, make sure you hit a thumbs up. Love to have you subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time on the Lynne Life.